All right. Hello, guys. Hello. This is High Priestess Jamila. I know I was scheduled at 6:30, but I figured I would get a head start. I'm about to cook my dinner right now at the moment. But I wanted to come and speak to y'all about something that's really, really funny. One thing that I noticed is that it's kind of funny when, and I think this only happens on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, this can happen. If you're just a regular, normal, ordinary person dealing with life, you don't have to deal with this. But it's funny how um, on YouTube, people, and especially other vloggers, they try to insert themselves into your life. And then when you curse them, they think that it's something that looks good for them to run around the internet and complain about the curses that you put on them. And technically, they put those curses on themselves when you start attacking a woman's children. You must be suicidal to do that. So I wanted to point out how normally first of all, if you are attacking a woman's kids, expect to be hexed thoroughly. Okay. You're already hexed if you're attacking children. That's already a hex. But for you to come back for more is just bizarre. Um, One of my enemies almost died in a fire, and then 2 years later ended up living in a barn. How can you come back to the same thing from that? It means that you were cursed. It means that the person that you were up against was more powerful than you. And it means that it's probably a good idea to bow out. But only on YouTube do you see people that, it's like your life is being affected by this. Okay. Why would you continue to do that? And I think that it is because there's already curses on people like that. So only on YouTube will you see that. Normally, when you're dealing with your enemies, you just do what you got to do and they go all off. Normal people, what a normal person does when they're hexed, what a normal person does when they're hexed is they remove it. They don't go into denial or be delusional about it. And they definitely don't try to send their already bad energy back to that person. You can't come to YouTube and complain about the curses that you caused to yourself. You were attacking people's children. Of course, you're going to get cursed. These are things that when you were a child, your mother should have taught you that. I think some people just haven't been taught. They just do all sorts of off the wall things. You can't come to YouTube and complain about being cursed. Handle your business. When you get cursed so bad to where people are dying around you and fires are happening and and you're suffering horrible embarrassment, you don't continue to do that. This is when you know that you're truly being puppeteered, and that's not good at all. um Nobody throws 50 to 100 curses back and forth to each other. Nobody does that. People do what they do and then they move on. So these people on YouTube that are angry, it's best to just move on. It's best to just move on down the road. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can even tell that curses are working on these people because they cannot stop. They're angry. Don't get angry when you get cursed. You needed to get cursed. You deserve to be cursed. If you are attacking a woman's children, you deserve to get double, triple cursed. You attacking people's family. You trying to have people killed, and then you're gonna come to YouTube and whine about it, unhappy. Obviously, you're unhappy. Everybody on my team ended up with a house, and you ended up in a barn. That's got to hurt. That's got to hurt real bad. And what do? You're just gonna if somebody has that much power to to do that to you is got to be a point in time where you just say, well, I'm just gonna leave this shit alone. Especially witchcraft. You play with fire, you're gonna get burnt. Okay, you play with fire, you gonna get burned, honey. Because I've been a witch my whole life. I've been doing witchcraft, and I've been doing this for this has been 50, I'd say a total of 15 years now. I have seen so many people get fucked up by witchcraft, and they don't even know it. That's the whole beauty of a curse, is that the person is obviously suffering, but they don't even really know it. Or either they just don't want to admit it. That's got to be an ouchy moment. Ouch, ouch. When you're in the middle of a witchy war and your enemy, you end up in a barn. That's horrible. The question is, why would somebody be stupid enough to come back to YouTube telling somebody, what you think telling somebody is gonna, you got to go to a spiritualist to get that removed? And a lot of people won't remove it, especially if you are a difficult person. You'll be calling people, they be like, I ain't doing nothing for you. I ain't doing nothing for you. And if you acting crazy at the same time too, and people can see that you crazy and you just attacking people like you got rabies or something, no spiritualist will help you either. They'll be like, I ain't touching you. How many of y'all have looked at certain people on here? You wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot wand. No, I will not be doing any work for you. Thank you and goodbye. People not even willing to do, when you get to when your behavior is so repulsive towards children and people that have done nothing to you, no one's going to care to remove that from you. They're not going to say anything. That really what you have to do is try to remove it if you're cursed to that capacity. Whining and lying and complaining about it online and spreading rumors about people, that don't make no sense. And if you already have a curse on you that's unrelated to that person that you beefing with, and that's one of the reasons why you're doing what you're doing, because you got a curse on you already. Already somebody done got you, probably because of your own behavior. Look, I'm a good girl. My spirits love me. That's why I ended up in a 3-bedroom, 2-bedroom house. You've been it. Look, either you've been good or you've been bad. One or the other. And when you get banished into a barn, I mean, you've been bad. Doesn't matter about a relationship that the witch is in, or who wants who. It's about the fact that you literally were banished into a barn with a bunch of animals around you, and you're sad and unhappy about it. Couldn't possibly be happy with that kind of outcome. And y'all know that this year, 2020, this was it, 2020. If you didn't listen, if some of y'all just started, I'm not saying those of you that are just starting, you know what I'm saying, or you're young or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Uh, I'm talking about certain particular people that are stuck in situations that they can't get themselves out of, and then they came and complained to YouTube, attacked people, tried to steal from people, tried to steal their energy, and then when reality smacked them in the face, literally, that where they ended up and where they would have rather it been, it becomes a reality. Some people are just delusional. It's like, I am sorry to break it to you. You can't be, calling out to people in the middle of a 3-alarm fire talking about, I'm powerful. Mm-mm. Stop messing with people. Everybody needs to learn a lesson from that, man. Let's quit getting sidetracked by all the lies and bullshit. The point is that this person is complaining and whining about the fact that they ended up in a position that they didn't want to be in. Still in a position, still broke, still alone. I mean, what more do you need to happen to you for you to learn a lesson? You must not care much about your life And coming to YouTube complaining and lying ain't gonna do nothing to get you out of that situation. It's just gonna make it worse. I believe some people have a death wish though, y'all. I truly believe that, because why do they do that? That makes no sense. And why are you doing that right now? Like it. And I think that with some people, they think that if you get older, that means that you get weaker. But see, that's because that's what's happening to them. Everybody doesn't have that same frame of mind. Some people believe that when the older you get, the stronger you get. And I'm one of those people that believe that. So I don't have that negative subconscious blockage. I didn't get afraid as I approached 40. When I went over 40, I was like, oh, this ain't that bad. So, usually your enemies, when I do curses on them and stuff, take that person that we're talking about. You usually don't hear about, unless it's somewhere through the family or something. You usually don't hear about what happens to your enemies, but sometimes that is what happens. Sometimes that is what happens. They end up in fires. They end up living in basements. They end up living, in barns, or either in their car. I mean, this is what the fuck happens to these people, because they, depending on what the hell they did to you, you run around terrorizing folk. Trust and believe spirit gonna get you. You know, and especially when you're trying to prove something that is going to be virtually impossible to prove, because you're trespassing and impeding on other people anyway. This doesn't belong to you. So there's some people that are on here fighting for other people's energy. I'm so just perplexed by that. Like, really? Obviously you're not getting my energy. You're in a barn. Good grief. I don't know what to tell people. If that is the kind of shit that can sometimes happen to your enemy. You just don't hear about it because the enemy ain't normally on YouTube announcing it. And sometimes your enemy need that wake up call. They need that wake up call. Sometimes they need it. You know what I'm saying? To maybe better themselves. If they don't better themselves, the most that I've seen happen to people like that is that their lives just ends up destroyed. They do it themselves. You attacking innocent people, come the hell on. You couldn't possibly be that stupid. Now, I think stupid is as stupid does. That's just like being a rabid dog running up on folk. You gonna get shot eventually. They're gonna shoot you down. Coming to YouTube complaining about it and launching campaigns against people, that's not gonna clear up the hex. That's not gonna stop the contract. You took the contract out on yourself when you tried to trespass on others. I think that people that do stuff like that, I think that they want something to happen to themselves or something. You know what I'm saying? Very suicidal. Trying to commit death by magic. It can happen. It can. I'm the first one to tell you that magic and hey, I have seen spirits. I have seen some of the most benevolent deities kill people's enemies. I have seen it. I have witnessed it. Okay. And your ancestors, they're supposed to, that your protection is really virtually invisible. You don't see the protection typically. My protection is a little bitty jar. We ain't got stuff out there. That's not, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Um, I'm just saying, you got to accept what is. You got to, because otherwise you're going to end up getting hurt real bad. I'm telling you, man, these spirits are out for blood, and they hungry too. They out for blood right now. This is the year, man. I am spirits is out for blood this year, man. I know it for a fact. I know it for a fact. They're out for blood this year. Okay. And that's why it's gotten so bad. That's why it's gotten so worse. That's why it's, So coming to YouTube complaining about being cursed and then fronting like you're not cursed, knowing that you're in a horrible situation, it just makes you look even more crazy and delusional. Especially when you hating on somebody. Come on now. Me, I understand curses can be pretty bad, but when your pride and self-respect is on the line here, I just can't do it. And I'm gonna also tell y'all another thing. Those of you that are in my circle want to join me. Don't I bet not ever catch any of my witchy babies out there lying, man, just to be heard, just to seem interesting. I wish I would. Y'all ain't gotta do stuff like that. Be strong in your magic. Lying should not be your biggest attribute. Okay, don't be lying. I was gonna come and talk to y'all about that. What's up, Jacksonville? I was gonna come and talk to y'all about that lying, man. That's the spirits hate that. Spirits hate that, man, for real. They hate it when people be lying and stuff, man. Don't even tell white lies, man. You above all that. So if you in my circle, you realize that if you hang around, if gossiping is a sickness, lying is a sickness, jealousy is a sickness. So if you in my circle, that's not welcome. We don't do stuff like that, man. For real, I bet not ever catch you doing it either. I wish I'd catch any of my children doing that, making up lies about folk. That is so weak. Shows that you have no character, no strength, and it shows that you don't have no power. Okay, this is Hecate's eclectic school of magic. Okay, not do what I can to get by in the moment. It takes a very weak person to lie, but it takes a strong person to tell the truth. So I don't want to ever catch y'all doing that. That's wisdom from my aunt Regina. She's gone. She's in the spirit realm, but she hated liars. Oh my God, she couldn't stand that. And lies are so horrifying, but they hurt the person that tells them. You end up making your curse worse, lying on people. The hell that's gonna do? Spirits already know you lying. You know, even if they were confused, again, hello, when the veil is lifted for you, you got access to the etheric spiritual realm. And see, a lot of people were confused about how do I do that, but I told y'all I was gonna do that, and I guess it was a bunch of people that wasn't ready because they're not where I'm at. Okay, they didn't reach the level of where I'm at, and probably never will. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. Some people it just ain't in the cards for them, you know. Anyway, join the circle, guys, and you won't have to go around lying and making an idiot of yourself. And it's a lot of people that want to get in the circle, but I don't accept everybody. But y'all know that y'all, when y'all come in, y'all good. If y'all done made some mistakes, then you may want to cleanse yourself. Okay, but that line, it makes it seem like, what I think about whenever somebody starts lying, it makes them smell bad. Like they just start smelling bad to me, like from a distance. It's a bad smell. Lying is dirty, dirty. You don't do that. Okay, not even for a second. For what? We all grown here. Last time I checked, I don't have to explain anything to anybody. Okay, so and literally my mama can't do nothing for you. People always run to my mama. That's not your mama, that's my mama. That's my mother. She taught me a lot of what I know. That's why she's part of the reason. I've even though I would say I'm a little bit more successful. That's because I'm a witch. I was bound to be successful as a witch. I was bound to it. It was the agreement that I made coming in. It was a part of my plan for life. And so I love it. I swear to you, I love it. And so yeah, it just I've got to get out here and get all these darn leaves raked. I got a lot of yard work out there to do because I don't know, the leaves add to the mystery of Halloween. And if I rake them now, so that's what I'm doing. I'm over here decorating my home for the holidays. Last holiday, I had to me and my family spent it at a hotel. I am proud of that. I didn't stay at a hotel for 3 or 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. I stayed at a hotel for 5 months and stacked my money and got everything that I wanted. So that's why people mess with me, because they want to accomplish the same thing. They don't want to accomplish, you know, nothing. They want to accomplish something. So it is what it is. Okay, so guys, I got a couple of announcements to make for you. First of all, I am taking apprentices, okay? For those of you that are, and I've got a couple of people already kind of signed up, but they're getting their stuff together, okay? Because you have to get a cleanse to be an apprentice. That's a requirement to be an apprentice, okay? And I do not allow you to join my coven until I know what's up with you for about a year. So I'm not gonna rush into nothing. Okay. I'm sorry, I've made that mistake before. And it's just because some people are just not ready, and you may have extra other work that you need to have done to you before you can, actually it just depends, okay? It just depends, okay? Because where we're at is most of my clients earn six figures or more. Hey, a lot of my clients that make more money than me, they making like a half a million a year. They making like 250,000 a year. When they paycheck come in, it's 20, 30 grand. You know what I'm saying? That I have clients with money. So, um, and so, yeah. So, but I take clients of every income level. Okay. Just to let you guys know, but a majority of my clients. And so when you join in, it's best for you to know basic money manifestation, because a lot of people, so my coven is focused on that, healing and prosperity and love, okay? And also good health, because we do a lot of healers. I attract a lot of healers. So anyway, you guys can definitely contact me for classes. I do have room for two more people for Salwayne. Okay, that's for spell work. As far as the Salwayne circle, you guys are welcome to join. Also, another thing, um, you know, I'm working around Halloween, so a lot of the spell work and stuff that I'm going to be doing is going to be within the full moon. So, if we don't catch it on that day, we'll still be within a Samhain full moon. Now, we will be doing a gold and silver money ritual for Yule. Okay. So I'm gonna be it's almost like literally, I think we have only like 10 days left. So I'm gonna be doing that, and that's gonna be another one that you don't want to miss. Okay, because we're going to be doing some money magic, okay, for Yule. And so I'll be putting up the information on that. And so if you're doing stuff like that, clean it up. You should not be attacking people's children. You should not be attacking people's businesses. You should not be attacking people's families. And, I was looking through some emails that somebody had sent me, and one of these people was so crazy that she was talking to my cousin's son, and I didn't even notice it back then. But I said, I'll be damned. It's weird, especially when you don't have any family of your own. And I'm sorry if you don't have a family of your own, but it just, I don't know. You have to be, I guess, to have children and a family and happiness and manifestation power, you would just have to be extremely blessed. You would just have to be blessed like that. It depends on what you came in with. You know, you can't get mad at other people. So, you know, haters, we like our haters, but we also curse them when they get out of hand. It's kind of, you know, it's kind of weird. So, you know, YouTube is a strange place, but you know, I would like to let people know and make them consciously aware that when you are doing certain things, and then especially when people know certain informations about you, you know, things that have happened to you, you know, and it's time to really, really, really pay attention to your own behavior and why it's manifesting that for you. Hey, why is this happening to you? Okay, and I'm not going to curse you and then comfort you. I'm not Jesus. I don't even think Jesus did that. I'm not going to curse you and then comfort you. Matter of fact, if you attack my children, you you might as well hang that up. Okay, and then did certain things. You know, I've had people try to have me killed, so that's very serious. And you know, and so yeah, so coming to YouTube complaining about the curses that I put on you, what good is that going to do? Yeah, really, you can't lie about it, you know. So anyway, I gotta go because I want to get in touch with one of my peeps. I want to make a I gotta sprinkle some dust on a couple of people. Okay, some angel dust and some fairy dust. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Just wanted to come and give that tidbit of advice. Okay. That is what happens to your enemy. They become obsessed with you. They want to be in this constant war with you that they will lose every single time. I mean, I'm sorry, when your enemy literally leads you to a fire, that's serious. You got to let that go. Okay. And I'm saying this to any of y'all, not the person, because, you know, that person's cursed. You guys clean up the behavior. Okay. All right. If you're having problems controlling yourself, that means that you are possessed by a demon. You need to get some help. And I am willing to help people. I am. I'm always willing to help people, but you just got to be honest with me. Okay. So, you know, and it's easy to go down the wrong road and, you know, your spirit guides are trying to lead you to the correct path. But, you know, when you're doing stuff like that, you know, it just, come on now. How much good luck you think you're going to really have? You're not going to have good luck. You can lie about it. You can say, oh, I'm so happy. No, they're not happy. Okay, they'll probably, even your enemies, they probably do be posting it on Facebook. Oh, lovely day. No, ain't no lovely day for them. Okay. All right, guys. I will see y'all later. Love and light, peace, and blessings to you guys. Just wanted to give y'all that tidbit. I gotta go. Okay.